NUPS. TOIT NUPS. Oh,
What?
I
Do you
said
wanna, like,
something.
Change?
No, it's okay. TOIT NUPS. Okay, let me start.
Is it already recording?
Yeah, it is already recording. Hi. Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Hi, my name is Myra, and welcome back to my channel. And let me introduce you to my friend. What's her name?
D.
Yeah, her name is Dee. I hope you can hear her voice because I still am using my camera mic and it doesn't really capture voice that well. And also the reason why I asked her to be a part of this is because I watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine because of her. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. How did I watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine because of you?
Actually suggested it to her friend. Like we had a mutual friend.
Yeah.
And then she heard about it and I guess she tried it out.
Yeah, back then I still had Netflix. And now I don't have it anymore. But I should get Netflix again.
You should.
Yeah, that's how I got into Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I think before it was like only 3 seasons.
It was.
Yeah, it was only 3 seasons in Netflix, and I eat those seasons like I ate Cordon Bleu because I love Cordon Bleu. It's just, it went by so fast, and I looked into season 4, and now we will talk about season 5. Since if you see this, you will know that we are going to talk about season 5.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. So
This is a recap of season 5.
this is the recap of season 5. Roll in the title, even though I already talked for so many. What is your favorite thing about season 5? What do you think? What makes it different from the previous seasons?
I guess it has like some serious tones, the episodes. Some of the episodes like we don't really see that in previous seasons.
Mm-hmm. And well, when you think about Brooklyn Nine-Nine, it's usually about comedy. It's usually about slapstick comedy, about fast-paced comedy, and comedy that has to do with pop culture, because they have a lot of reference on pop culture. But this season, I think they tackle a lot of serious issues, and even though it was wrapped in the comedic thing, but it's still serious. Like we'll try to talk to you from the beginning to end. So the beginning is what?
Oh, Jake got out of jail.
Yes, Jake and Rosa got out of jail. They took about 2 episodes for that.
I think so.
Yeah. What?
Should we give a spoiler alert?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert! We will be talking about all of the episodes from beginning to end. So if you haven't watched it, do not watch this.
Watch that first and then watch this.
Watch the episodes first and then watch this. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Before we talk about the episodes, the reason why we want to do this on season 5 is because we thought this would be the last season. Because we heard chatter that it was going to be cancelled, right? Yeah, and it does get cancelled. Like
It did for a while.
it did for a while, like one day, and then we get the news that it was not cancelled, just moved from Fox to NBC, right? Yeah, from Fox to NBC. But we do know that season 6 will be the last season. At least that is the plan. At first, I was going to ask Dee's help to do this episode because I thought this is going to be our chance to make people like Brooklyn Nine-Nine and actually root for the series to be continued. But before we can do anything, the cancellation already happened. Unfortunately, the cancellation already happened. But the good thing is, it still continues. So now we will talk about how awesome Brooklyn Nine-Nine is, especially season 5, and I hope that you will watch it. Like you will fangirl together with us. Like you have no idea how much this series brought so much joy to us, make us closer together also as friends, and a lot of good things as well. So I already said the spoiler alert. I don't have to say it again. So we'll just start with the
recap.
Yeah, with the recap. So as Dee said, Rosa and Jake were in jail.
Yeah.
And I remember that Jake has some troubles fitting in. he has to. He was in minimal security.
Maximum.
Oh yeah, he was in maximum security. I'm sorry, he was in maximum security, but he wasn't in Gen Pop.
Yeah.
Yeah, at first he wasn't in Gen Pop. So how did he went to Gen Pop? Do you remember?
Was it because of his cannibal friend?
No, I don't think it was because of cannibal friend. No. I remember it's a ramen thing. He was trying to buy a phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was trying to buy a phone. I think if we got this wrong, just correct us in the comments. Like it happens, you know how.
If you want to watch it again, it's fine.
Yeah, I think we have to watch it again. But yeah, I think he tried to buy a cell phone, and the currency there is ramen. It's not cigarettes because cigarettes is bad. It's the currency now is ramen, and then he tried to buy those ramens, but got caught by warden, and then he went into Gen Pop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was horrible.
How do you even remember the name?
The warden.
Gen Pop.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I rewatched the episode last night, but only for the first two because I want to remember what it's like. Basically, when they were in jail, someone got a tip about how to bring their last nemesis, which is Hawkins, I guess. How to bring Hawkins down. Who got the tip?
Amy.
Yeah, Amy. Amy got the tip from someone named Murphy. I'm pretty sure we will show you his picture here somewhere.
Where,
Maybe maybe over here, maybe over here. I do not know. When Amy got the tip, I think they were trying to figure it out how whether they have to follow the tip or they just have to follow Hawkins first. And it was interesting. In the end, we'll just skip fast forward because most of these seasons are just like moving on the storyline instead of talking about some certain point. The tip was used. The tip was used by someone, but it was not Amy. It was used by
Dun, 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 dun.
Holt. So it was Holt that would owe Murphy a favor. That's why Murphy wants to give the tip because he needs a favor from the police. So yeah, that is when things got interesting. But besides from the storyline, I think what these mentioned is actually makes sense. Like how even though this season has such a good storyline, because let's face it, Jake and Amy are married and they got engaged and all
Yeah,
that.
it wasn't clear enough.
It wasn't clear enough. But they also tackled some very serious issues like Rosa coming out.
Yeah.
Like what do you like about that episode and what happens next? Because there are a few episodes about her coming out, right?
I guess coming out has always been like a sensitive thing. Someone's sexuality, especially Rosa's been in the closet for a long time.
Yeah,
I
for a
suppose.
long time.
And the way Jake handled that with Rosa's parents was actually nicely done. He was like a really great friend to her, and I don't think he really offended anyone in the process. Because what sets Brooklyn Nine-Nine apart from other series, that while it's funny, it also tackles the social issues very well. Actually,
Well, some people just kind of makes fun of it. This series doesn't do that at all.
yeah.
And it was nice to see. It gives a lot of other people their voice to be heard. So yeah, that's one of the big things, which is not the part of the main story, but it is also huge, like really huge.
Yeah.
It got a lot of attention. That's why I don't get it why when we have the buzz that it'll get cancelled. Like, come on, Fox. Like, come on. It doesn't make any sense.
And there's some series who are still going strong.
I don't want to name any names. I'm afraid that someone in the comments might, search my house.
Triggered.
And then like egged my window or something, but nah. And Rosa coming out after she broke up with Adrian. And now I just want to talk about how
Awesome Adrian is.
yeah, how awesome Adrian is. But do you think that Rosa and Adrian could be together in the end before you know that she will come out?
Yes. I mean, they look like they are meant for each other, so.
Yeah, they did want to get married twice. No, once. Once, but it was cancelled because Adrian has to go somewhere, and in the end they almost got married, but in the end, it doesn't. They don't. They don't get married. I don't know. Their crazy relationship kind of works, but I'm actually glad that she come out in the end. We need a little more diversity in our series. And then there's Holt reverting back to his addiction.
Oh yeah, that was dark.
Yeah, that was dark. That was gruesome. I didn't think that. Not Charles. Jake. I didn't think that Jake would use the husband card to get him out of that world. And it shows that even though Holt has this successful thing going on, he actually has a dark past as well, and it is affecting the people around him. So that's what we meant by this season is different from the other season. And then there's him trying to be a commissioner, and not just because the Murphy thing, not just because he helped Murphy that his position is jeopardized. He also has to face the women commissioner, the almost commissioner.
Yeah, who keeps calling him a dinosaur.
Yeah, who keeps calling him a dinosaur. It was hilarious. But it's just like this sort of diversity thing that they have. And it was like head to head, don't you think?
Yeah.
Like the gay black person, and I meant this in the sincerest way. I did not mean to belittle anyone, because that is Holt. He is a gay black person who wants to be a commissioner, but he is faced with a woman that wants to be a commissioner. And this makes me miss someone very, very much. Can you guess who?
Lunch.
Yeah, Lunch. I will put her picture here in case you don't know her.
Somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere here, but Wunsch, Madeline Wunsch, I remember her full name. She appeared in, I don't know, first season? Second season? I don't remember.
Somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere in there. And then she just disappeared, never came back. But I love her because she's also a woman that makes Holt her enemy. Very, very gruesome enemy. And the chemistry that they have is impeccable. And I don't hate the other recurring character that appears, but I'm kind of tired about seeing Doug Judy. Do you get tired of Doug Judy?
I mean, I don't know. He and Jake are like two peas in a pod.
Well, yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of other great characters that we could see again. And one of them is Wunsch. I would love to see Wunsch again in season 6, like for the last time, because it's going to be the last season, right?
Could be, or she could appear. I don't know. I mean, if we're right, please like put a comment below or something.
If you know something about Wunsch appearing in season 6, please let us know. But yeah, that's one of the things that I miss, and I do not know if I miss the culture. I do not know if I miss him.
I don't think we really cared.
Yeah.
No offense.
Even though he did appear in this season.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
For a brief period of time. That's where this come from. I remember not the episode. It was called The Venue. So this is where it comes from.
I'm still upset that he actually got to steal their venue.
Yeah. It was horrible. Even though the venue is very good, right?
Right.
And I mean, did you cry when Jake proposed to Amy?
Oh my gosh. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, we didn't expect that at all, because, well, I don't know. I would think that Jake would be more obvious with this, but I guess he is just full of surprises. I didn't think that he would use the entire Halloween heist to do this.
Right.
Yeah, and he actually surprised Amy, which is one of the people that she said that she cannot be surprised anymore by him.
Yeah.
Remember? Yeah, just playing for it.
And he outsmarted her, finally.
Yes, for the first time, I think.
I think so.
Yeah. And but I did like the Puzzle Master, where when Melissa Fumero husbands appeared for one episode, right? And Jake got jealous and all that. It was a fun episode. What else did Amy!
What is her name?
Yeah!
Melissa Fumero.
Melissa Fumero is her.
I remember Melissa.
I don't even know if I should put this in the bloopers or not.
No, don't.
She doesn't remember Amy's
I remember
real
Myra,
name.
but I didn't remember Melissa.
Oh yeah, and a fun fact, Stephanie Beatrice, who played Rosa Diaz, is actually a bisexual also. So she actually has more in common than Rosa. Oh, and the episode The Box. I do not remember the villain name. I don't remember his name at all. But I remember how unique.
I don't know.
There's a he. Like I don't have any hair.
Wait, wasn't he a dentist?
Yes, he is a dentist.
Dentist.
Yes.
Oh,
Whoops!
man down.
Man down, damn it!
Cut.
Man is back on. And I want to talk about The Box because I think that's one of the most intense
Yeah.
episode, don't you think? Like, I don't think, at first, I don't think that Brooklyn and I could pull off something like this, but they did, and this person is deadly serious. He thought about it. He thought about his crime very, very thoroughly. Jake and Holt almost didn't get to break him. Like, the entire episode is almost shot in one room, the interrogation room.
Yeah.
Right? It was so intense. But the outcome is very good, and I wish we could see at least 1 or 2 episodes like this again, because now we are able to see what the Brooklyn Nine-Nine people can do. Instead of just comedy, they could do serious stuff like this also. So let's hope that we get more episodes like this. What else that we can talk about? I ran out of options.
Nutri-boom, boom, boom.
Oh yes! Nutri-boom. Oh my god.
I think she's a future villain. I think she's a future villain.
Yeah! What's her name?
I
Oh
don't
shoot.
know. She's mean.
She's very mean, and she was presumed dead, but she is not dead.
No. Oh my goodness.
You broke it!
Nope,
How
sorry.
dare you! But she is not dead, and well, I hope she is a future villain because I think she has more to tell than just being this person behind Nutri-Boom.
Boom, boom.
Boom boom. Boom boom, Jake. What's Charles' doppelganger name? I forgot. The one that was a prostitute before, right? The one that was a prostitute before. Oh, it was horrible.
And Jake had to sign it. He was going to be like a multi-level marketer.
Yeah, multi-level marketer, and he doesn't have any choice. Otherwise, he has to pay like $10,000 or something. It was horrible. But the Nutri-Boom thing was funny at first, but it left a little bit of a premise in the end. A premise that doesn't have any solution yet. So yeah, maybe she could be like a future villain or anti-hero, like someone that could help Jake, but
Why would she
wants
want
something in
Yeah.
return,
Yeah.
something like that. I think she is very strategically evil.
So like a Murphy number 2, but female.
Yeah, Murphy number 2 would be that. And we have no idea what happened to her husband, right?
Mysterious
Right?
disappearance.
Yeah. And then I think we should talk about the last episode. Like the wedding.
Oh, what about
What?
Charles opening that fruit truck?
Oh yeah, food truck. Oh, it was...
And we get to see Adrian again.
Yeah, for a brief period of time, and at least we can safely assume that he moved on from Rosa.
Yeah.
Even though initially it's like, remember that when Rosa
Yeah,
broke up with him, he's like,
Poor dude.
Rosa, help me, something like that. But we see him again after like few episodes after he broke up, right?
Yeah.
And he became insurance investigator
Yeah.
because Charles' food truck not blown up, burnt.
Yeah.
His food truck, right? That was burnt.
Mysterious.
Yeah, mysteriously burnt. He worked for that food truck. Like he
did.
He asked Amy for fund, and then he lost his men, and then tried to teach Gina and Amy to do the
Didn't work.
job. Didn't work. He's a horrible, horrible boss.
Horrible boss.
Horrible. Oh, and Amy became a surgeon. Oh, now I remember. I want to talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah, Amy became a surgeon. I don't know. I think we could see him become a captain someday. Her. Sorry, her. I think we can see her become captain in the next season. I hope so.
If Holt becomes commissioner.
Yeah, Holt becomes commissioner, she can be the captain. That makes much more sense. But if she got pregnant, I don't know. Do you think she will get pregnant?
Not that quickly, I don't think so.
But the whole season took like 1 year, right? Or is it not?
Not sure.
No, because I remember for every season they have Halloween.
Oh yeah.
So one season means at least 1 year for the entire season.
What if for Halloween she announced she's pregnant?
I think that would be epic, but it would be so predictable
Yeah.
because every Halloween there will be something major happened because the proposal already happened in Halloween. So if they're surprised that she's pregnant in Halloween again, I think that would be too predictable. But who knows? But yeah, I hope she got pregnant. I really hope that she got pregnant. At least we don't have to see her pregnancy, but at least we have news that there will be a child in the
I
end.
mean, we've seen her pregnant before.
Yeah. And I didn't think that it was a real pregnancy at first, but apparently it is. She can move her belly very, very eloquently. It was scary.
And
but
props to the fashion department for helping her hide her bum.
yeah, it was really, really good. And now I think we should talk about the last episode. Yeah, the bomb.
What was that? What was that ending though? What was that?
So, do you think that Hulk is a commissioner or not? Comment below, let me know your thoughts. Because we think that he got the job. We think that he will be a good commissioner, and he already has his positioning done. Like, he's a different kind of commissioner, and his only competitor, I mean the women competitor, already, disappeared, even though he was in good terms with her. And I think he got the job, even though he doesn't show it. So yeah, I think
He can't really read him, so
no one can. No one can read.
maybe Cheddar.
Maybe. That's a big maybe. Something we did not know because Cheddar is now.
And just Papa Market.
Yeah. Woof. Those are my dogs. Jake and Amy got married, and Jake cried when Amy said, "There's a bomb. Your butt. Your butt is a bomb." Such a toy nuts.
There will be no survivors.
I forgot the whole thing, but yeah, I remember Jake cried for that.
Yeah.
It was like a stupid cry, ugly cry. But
There was a robot.
yeah, there was a robot that brings the rings instead of Cheddar. And it was, the wedding was done outside the precinct because there was an actual bomb in the previous venue.
And guess who came?
Teddy! I hope he never showed up again. I got bored! He's so boring! How come the series makers decided that it's okay for him to come? Even though it is a good timing, because he would be the one that would mess with Amy's and Jake's wedding, because he's so in love with Amy forever and ever. Why, I do not know. He's so creepy, he freaks me out. I would rather have Jake's ex appear.
They were gonna say you're going to rather choose Melitnos.
Yeah, Melitnos, but Melitnos did appear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Melitnos did appear in the last one. But I think it's very fitting because I think Melitnos appeared in the first episode, right? Yeah, it did, because in the first episode, Amy and Jake was doing some sweep in the apartments, and they knocked one of the doors.
I
and then
remember that, but I
Melitnos-
didn't remember who it was Melitnos.
It was Melitnos. It was Melitnos. See, you can check first season, first episode. You can check that. And I think because they means the series people think that this would be like the last episode. First episode Melitnos, last episode also Melitnos. It's
So
just
he
like,
claims not to be Melitnos.
yeah, he insists that he is not Melitnos, even though everyone remembers him as Melitnos. I think that's it for the season.
Wait, before the wedding. Terry was helping with Jake, and Rosa.
Oh yeah, Rosa
went with
meets
Terry.
someone. Rosa meets someone worthy of her, and the person that she met is amazing. And it was played by Gina Rodriguez.
Jane the Virgin.
Yeah, Gina Virgin, and she is such an awesome actress. I would love to see her more. I would love to see her more in the next season. Like, I think Rosa might be marrying her in the end.
Could be.
Could
Possibly.
be. Yeah. That was our recap from the first episode to the last episode of season 5. Even though we went everywhere, like we went back and forth and left and right. But yeah, so who is your favorite character in this, not in the season, in the whole season? Who is your favorite character in Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
I say Cheddar.
That's like a very safe, very safe option. Like, why Cheddar?
Okay, dude. He played a big part in the Halloween episode, okay?
Well, yeah,
he really helped, okay?
He did, but I mean, come on, Cheddar. Okay, human character.
Malignus.
I hate her.
The Pontiac Bandit. Oh, I love him. He's funny.
Yeah, okay, that I accept because he appears several times. But for me, I don't know. Well, for non-recurring character and non-main characters, the recurring characters, of course I would say Wunsch. That's why I want her to come back again, because I think she has such a unique relationship with Holt, and whenever she and Holt meet, it was hilarious, it was awesome, and I want it to happen again. Now that Holt could be commissioner, I mean, what would she do? Like, can she upstage a commissioner? She was a deputy, right?
Yeah.
Deputy is lower than commissioner, right?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. So, what would she do to undermine Holt again? I want to know that. And for the main character, I would say the girls. I cannot pick which one, but I would say the girls because they are so different and they have so much weight. Even though the boys are pretty awesome as well. Gina is very fierce, not fierce. Well, annoyingly fierce. I mean, she could be psychotic for all I care, but she is amazing. And Amy, even though she has so many insecurities, she's really smart. And Rosa is just one hell of a badass woman. I would love to see them more. Maybe having a girls' night or something, other than the bachelor party, even though that was really good as well. Good. Yeah, like just like having a girls' night and talk about issues and all that. And yeah, those are my favorite characters. And like I did with my movie reviews, we would ask ourselves. No, we would ask you. We would ask ourselves, I think. Should you watch this movie? Well, not movie. Should you watch this series? And we would say like, yes, this series is fun for all ages, even though it is much more appropriate for 13 and up, I think. Yeah, because the issues that they tackle are quite serious, and the pop culture reference is also quite a lot. So if you're younger than 13, you might not understand. But this is such a fun series, such a brilliant series to follow rather than drama. And I'm sorry, I'm still irked up about Riverdale. I hate that series so much. I hate this series so much, even though I was hoping that it would be like comedic, because Archie is comedic, right? The comics.
Can we talk about that asexual representation from Jughead? Oh my goodness, they erased that. How could they?
But anyway, enough Riverdale, but I mean, this is like not the best option for that, but this is like another option that you could delve into rather than like filling your head up with drama. This is like so light and breezy. You would not feel like you were watching a serious episode, even though the issue that they tackle is serious.
I mean, at least if you're going for drama, like, let it be sensible drama, no offense.
But yeah, coming back to this, you would not be disappointed if you watch this. Even if you have to start from the very beginning to understand the storyline more.
And rewatch a couple times.
Yeah, we watched it like, I don't know, I think 3 times now. For like the full season, I already watched it 3 times. It was so good. So we have high hopes for season 6, right?
Yeah.
Like, what would you hope would happen other than the things that I've already talked about?
Comment below.
We have high hopes for season 6. As you might know, we already talked about it. Like maybe someone get pregnant, not naming anyone, and then someone
Wunsch coming back.
Wunsch coming back, and then we would have new captain. Holt can be commissioner for maybe a few decades.
Rosa with Gina Rodriguez's
Yeah.
character, who I've forgotten name.
Alicia.
Right.
Her name is Alicia. So there's a lot of things that we could hope for. And even though we don't want it to be last, unfortunately they did say that the next season would be the last one. So we hope that it will go off with a bang. It will be TOIT. NUPS. I hope the NUPS. Dang it. We hope it will be TOIT. We hope it will be TOIT.
Hand emoji.
Hand emoji. I think that's it. So thank you so much, Dee, for being here.
Oh, thank you for having me here.
Yeah, and we hope that we could do more collab like this as well. We definitely will do season 6 once it appears, and it should be like in 6 months, right? It doesn't take 1 year for them to do a season, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Not sure.
I mean, they did it quite fast,
Yeah.
rather than the other seasons that we waited, the other series that we waited. So I hope you enjoyed this series review, even though we just mostly fangirl and talk about stuff that you might not understand, but I hope you do. If you do not understand, watch the entire series. It will take 2 days, I think, because each episode is like 22 minutes long, and each season would have 20.
Really?
Yeah.
That was like 20 minutes. 30 minutes.
Maybe 30 minutes, 22, 23, but it's shorter than other series.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, some series can have like 1 hour episode. Not naming any names here. So yeah, you would not regret it. You would be happy to watch the series. And thank you so much for watching. Also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you want. And also, I'm sorry that I haven't been able to post much. I have some of my own issues, work related and personal related. Maybe I will talk about that later, even though she already knows everything.
I'm a mind reader. I already know without her telling me.
Yeah, and don't forget to follow my Facebook and Instagram. Do you have a Facebook and Instagram?
No.
No. So you can follow my
Don't
Facebook.
bother.
You can follow my Facebook and Instagram there in my description below. And thank you again so much for watching. And we will see you next time.